Hello children, welcome to our online English classroom. I hope you all are feeling better and staying home safely. Before starting the lesson, let's see the thought of the day. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It was said by Winston S. Churchill. සාර්ථකත්වය අවසානය නොවේ. අසාර්ථක වීම යනු මරණයද නොවේ. සාර්ථකත්වය පවත්වාගෙන යාමටත් අසාර්ථකත්වයෙන් සාර්ථකත්වයට පත්වීමටත් ධෛර්යය ඉතා වැදගත්. Okay children, now let's start our second lesson, reported speech question forms. In the first lesson, we learned about the major rules on reported speech. So let's continue our lesson from there. Let's learn the two types of questions. First one is WH questions and the second one is yes or no questions. What is a WH question? A question in English that is a request for information. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි පිළිතුරක් නිශ්චිත පිළිතුරක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් ඒ ප්‍රශ්නෙට අපි ඒකට කියනවා WH question එකක් කියලා. ඒ වගේම WH questions usually start with a word beginning with WH. ඒ කියන්නේ WH question එකක් start වෙන්නේ WH කියන word එකකින්. But how is also included. හැබැයි how කියන word එක පවා තියෙනවා WH questions වල. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකෙදි අපිට WH කියන letters දෙක ඒ word එක ඇතුලේ දකින්න තියෙනවා. The WH words are what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why and how. And ඒ වගේ තව how many, how far, how long වගේ words උත් අපිට WH questions වලට ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, let's see some examples for WH question. Who is that woman? Who is that woman? කවුද ඒ කාන්තාව? She is Mrs. Green. She is Mrs. Green. ඇය Green මහත්මිය. අපි එතනදී බලාපොරොත්තු වුණා කවුද? ඒ කාන්තාව කවුද? එහෙනම් අපිට ඒක නිශ්චිත පිළිතුරක් අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ Green මහත්මිය. Whose car is it? Whose car is it? කාගේද මේ කායක? එහෙනම් අපිට ඒකට නිශ්චිත පිළිතුරක් දෙන්න වෙනවා. කාගේද මේ කායක කියලා. අන්න ඒ වගේ WH word එකකින් පටන් ගන්න ඒ වගේම නිශ්චිත පිළිතුරක් අපිට ලබා දෙන්න සිද්ධ වෙන questions වලට අපි කියනවා WH questions කියලා. Right. Now let's see what is a yes or no question. Yes or no questions are the questions which are answered yes or no. ඒ කියන්නේ yes or no question එකක් කියන්නේ අපි පිළිතුර විදිහට yes or no ඔව් නැහැ කියලා පිළිතුරක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් අන්න ඒ වගේ questions වලට අපි කියනවා yes or no questions කියලා. To form yes or no questions we use one of these verbs. අපිට පුළුවන් yes or no questions හදාගන්න මෙන්න මේ වගේ වචන වලින් ආරම්භ කරලා. Auxiliary verbs be. What are the be verbs? Am, is, are, was, were, right? Or do. Do, does, did. Or has, have, had. Or we can make WH questions using modal verbs. When the questions start with a modal verb like can, may, might, shall, so there we can hope an answer like yes or no. Okay children, let's practice some yes or no questions. Do you like English? Do you like English? Yes. Yes, I like English very much. Did you have your breakfast today? Did you have your breakfast today? No. No, I didn't. Is your father teacher? Is your father teacher? No. No, he isn't. Can you dance well? Can you dance well? Yes. Yes, I can dance well. අන්න ඒ වගේ අපි පිළිතුර විදිහට yes no බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් අන්න ඒ වගේ questions වලට අපි කියනවා yes or no questions කියලා. Right. So let's write some sentences with WH questions. Direct speech. He asked, "Where does your father work?" He asked, "Where does your father work?" How can we write it in reported speech? He asked, "Where my father worked." He asked, "Where my father worked." Now you have to remember our major rules we used in reported speech. Can you remember them? What are they? Tense change, pronoun change, and adverb of time change. And we don't use question marks, comma, and inverted commas. And remember, here we haven't used the word that. Here, look at the report speech sentence. We have used the WH word instead of that. අපි මෙතනදී අර කලින් sentence වල කරපු that කියන වචනය මෙතෙන්ට අපි භාවිතා කරලා නැහැ. ඒ වෙනුවට අපි අරගෙන තියෙන WH word එක. Where? Then now you can use other rules. Tense change, pronoun change. Right. Here, look at the pronoun here. The pronoun is your. Your refers to my. He asked the question from me. So, your goes to my. Your father, my father. Then, what is the verb here? Can you understand the tense of the sentence here? Does work. Does work. Does work means it is in simple present tense. So, you know that simple present tense goes to simple past tense. So, therefore, we can write the verb in past form, worked. Okay. Can you see any word missing here? What is it? Yes. Does. The auxiliary verb does is not used when we write reported speech in question form, especially WH question forms. Right. දැන් මම හිතනවා පැහැදිලි ඇති කියලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට report speech sentence එක කොහොමද ලියන්නේ කියලා. අපි මෙතනදී that කියන එක වෙනුවට භාවිතා කරේ WH word එක. ඒ වගේම අපි කලින් rules ටික apply කරා, tense එක change කරා, pronoun එක change කරා. ඒ වගේම මතක තියාගන්න මෙතනදී අපි auxiliary verb එකක් තියෙනවා නම් do, does, did වගේ එකක් අපි ඒක මෙතනදී භාවිතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. Right, the final sentence is he asked where my father worked. Then move on to the second example. Okay, let's read the direct speech sentence. He asked, "What did you learn yesterday?" He asked, "What did you learn yesterday?" Right. So how can we write this sentence in reported speech? You know that we have to change pronoun, tense, and adverb of time here. And we have already learned that we have to use WH word after the reporting verb. Right. Okay. Now see, what is the WH word here? That is what. That is what. Then what is the verb here? It is did learn. Did learn. Did learn means it is in simple past tense. So simple past tense goes to past perfect. So it should be written in past perfect as had learned, did learn, had learned. Then what is the adverb of time? It is yesterday. Yesterday goes to the day before or the previous day. Right. Now can you see the auxiliary verb did in the reported speech sentence? No, it is not in the reported speech sentence. අපි did කියන word එක මෙතනදී අපි use කරන්නේ නැහැ. හේතුව ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් දන්නවා do does did කියන auxiliary verb එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒක reported speech sentence එකට use කරන්නේ නැහැ. Okay, next example. Direct speech. He asked, where is she working now? He asked, where is she working now? So it is also a WH question. But you can see there's a difference here. මේකේ වෙනසක් තියෙනවා. මොකද්ද මේකේ තියෙන වෙනස? We cannot see an auxiliary verb like do, does, did. අන්න do, does, did වගේ auxiliary verb එකක් අපිට මේ question එකේ දකින්න නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි කොහොමද report speech එකෙන් sentence එක හදන්නේ? Right, we have to do a small change. It is we can change the word order. මේ වගේ එකක් අපි දැක්කොත් අපි කරන්නේ word order එක change කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ we take the subject after the reporting after the WH word, then we can write the rest of the sentence using the rules. ඉතුරු ටික අපි rules ටික භාවිතා කරලා ලියනවා. බලන්නකෝ. He asked where, then we take the subject here, she. We don't need to change it. Then what is the verb? Is working. Is working means it is in present continuous. So present continuous goes to past continuous. So we can write was working. Was working. And we can change the adverb of time here. That is now becomes as then. Now becomes as then. He asked where she was working then. Okay children, now you can try this sentence. Try to write this sentence. Direct speech. He asked how were they left. Now we have already learned the rules for WH questions in reported speech. Shall we remember them again? බලමුද අපි ආයේ. WH word is used instead of that. That කියන එක වෙනකොට අපි මෙතනදී use කරේ භාවිතා කරේ WH word එක. Don't use auxiliary verb do or does or did. Do, does, did කියන auxiliary verb එකක් තිබුණා නම් WH word එකට පස්සේ අපි ඒක use කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපි ඒක භාවිතා කරන්නේ කාලය හඳුනා ගැනීම සඳහා පමණයි. Change the word order if there are be verbs like am, is, are, was, were වගේ be verbs තිබුණොත් එහෙම නැත්නම් auxiliary verb has or have or had or modal verbs like can, may, might, shall වගේ තිබුණොත් අපි කරන්නේ මොකද්ද? word order එක change කරනවා. Then you can follow other reported speech rules and write a correct sentence. Right. Then let's see how to use the changes in yes or no questions. Now here it's very simple. We have to take only a new word instead of that and WH word. So those two words are if or whether. So we can use either if or whether after reporting verb. මෙතනදී අපිට හරි ලේසි අපිට අර rules ටිකම අපි භාවිතා කරනවා. ඒ වගේම හැබැයි අපිට WH word එකක් නැහැ මේ yes or no question එකේදී. ඒ වගේම that කියන word එක use කරන්නත් බෑ. ඒ නිසා අපි අලුතෙන් අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන් වචන දෙකක් තියෙනවා. මේ දෙකෙන් එකක් භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන් sentence එක ලියද්දී. example එකක් විදිහට are you okay? Are you okay? We can write it as he asked if she was okay. He asked if she was okay, or he asked whether she was okay. He asked whether she was okay. Do you go home? Do you go home? He asked if she went home. If she went home. He asked whether he went home. He asked whether she went home. මෙතනදත් අර වගේම තමයි do does did කියන words වලින් question එක start කරලා තිබ්බොත් අපි ඒවා report speech sentence එකට අපි use කරන්නේ නැහැ. අනේ නීති ටික අපි apply කරලා report speech sentence එක හදා ගන්නවා. Let's practice some sentences in activities. You can remember in our last lesson we left some sentences to do later because they are in question form. Can you remember 2019 O-level question? Question number 4. Pasan, Ravi, did you like the ending? Ravi, did you like the ending? Right. So we have to write this question in reported speech. How can we write this one? Pasan asked Ravi if. Right. So here they have used the word if after the reporting verb. Now what type of question is this? Is it a WH question or yes or no question? You can see that this question is started with did. The auxiliary verb did. So this is a yes or no questions. And remember, we don't use the auxiliary verb did when we write reported speech sentence. Then we can apply other rules, tense change, pronoun change and adverb of time change. Right. Let's see what's the answer. Pasan asked Ravi if he had liked the ending. If he had liked the ending. Right. You has been changed as he. Why is that? මේකේ you කියන එක he වෙලා තියෙනවා. එහෙම වෙලා තියන්නේ ඇයි? බලන්න පසන් කතා කරන්නේ රවිට. පසන් රවිට කතා කරනවා. එහෙනම් රවි තමයි you කියලා මෙතන හඳුන්වන්නේ. ඒ නිසා you කියන එක වෙනස් වෙනවා he විදිහට. Then look at the tense. Did like. Did like. That means this is in simple past form. So simple past form goes to past perfect. That means did like change as had like. Had liked. Right. So here there is no adverb of time or place. So we can write Pasan asked Ravi if he had liked the ending. Let's go to the last one. Naveen asked, what is the name of the main actress? What is the name of main actress? Naveen wanted to know what. So they have already given the WH word. So we have to change the rest of the sentence. That is the name of main actress. Although this question is a WH question, this question is not included the auxiliary verb like do or does or did. මේක WH question එකක් වුණාට මේකේ do වත් does වත් did වත් නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපිට සිද්ධ වෙනවා we have to change the word order. So let's take the subject and then write the other part. The correct sentence in report speech is Naveen wanted to know what the name of the actress was. What the name of the actress was. So the tense is simple present tense. So we can change the tense into simple past form. Okay children, now let's move on to the question in 2016 O-level paper. Let's take the first part of the dialogue, that is father's dialogue. Father says, "At what time did you come home? At what time did you come home?" Then, after writing it in written speech, we can write, my father asked." Then brother's dialogue. Brother asks, "What places did you visit? Have you saved all the photos?" What places did you visit? Have you saved all the photos? You can see that there are two questions here. ඔයගලන්ට දකින්න පුළුවන් මෙතන ප්‍රශ්න දෙකක් තියෙනවා. One is a WH question and the other one is a yes or no question. So first change the WH question. Right. දැන් මෙතන බලන්න අපිට සඳහන් කරන්න ඕන වචන මොනවද අපිට දීලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවද කියලා. එතකොට අපිට පේනවා මෙතනදී places did you visit කියන කොටස විතරයි අපිට වෙනස් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. අනිත් ටික අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. My brother asked me what. So how can we change these words? We can write them as places I had visited. Places I had visited, because the question is in simple past tense and we have to change it into past perfect. So, and also you goes to I. You goes to I. My brother asked me what places I had visited. Okay, then go to the second question. Have you saved all the photos? That means a yes or no question. You know that if there is a yes or no question, we have to take either if or whether after the reporting verb. So you can see that they have already taken the word whether and changed the pronoun you as I. And all the photos is given in the paragraph. Right. So we have to change only have saved. That means present perfect tense. So present perfect tense goes to past perfect. Then the correct answer is had saved. Had saved. So we can write this answer as my brother asked me what places I had visited and whether I had saved all the photos. Next one. Eldest sister. She asked, "Can I join you next year? Can I join you next year?" So this is also a yes or no question. So we have to take either whether or if. Right. So we can use the word whether and write the sentence. What do we have to change here? We have to change only can I. Can I. Therefore, the correct answer is my elder sister asked whether she could join me the following year. Whether she could join me the following year. So, if you have written the answer as my elder sister asked if she could join me the following year, it's also correct. Then the last one is the baby sister question. The baby sister's question. What have you brought for me? What have you brought for me? So you can see that brought for her, brought for me, brought for her. So it is mentioned in the paragraph. So we have to change what have you, what have you. So you can see that the tense of this question is here, that is perfect tense should be changed into past perfect. That means now you can do this activity as homework. This question has been taken from your grade 11 workbook. Turn to page number 30 and 31. Do this activity, and if there are some difficult things, please send me. I will answer your questions quickly. So let's meet in another lesson soon. Thank you very much.